podcast, Monster Truck Outlaws.
What's going on, Outlaw fans? Man, I want to apologize for taking me so long to get this video out. Life has thrown me a curveball as of late. I got a new job with some crazy new hours that I'm having to get used to. And I've also had some internet issues that have been holding me back from uploading this video. But man, I appreciate all the support, the subscribers, the follows, and the likes, and all the patience. It really means a lot. And we've got some awesome racing set for you guys here tonight. We also got a few new rules out here on the Outlaw Circuit, and we'll see how they play out as the night goes on and explain them as the racing goes on. But to kick things off for round one here, we've got Chris Baluk in the Stone Crusher coming out of Chesterfield, Michigan, set to take on the old-timer out of Boston, James Vaillancourt and Jester. As they get set to come down the stretch now, they both missed the last jump there. Didn't get at least one tire on the jump, but James got there first, so he's going to advance. Up next, the Sassy Southern Belle, Krista Roberts out of Wild West Racing in the Scarlet Bandit machine. Now set to take on Chase Moyes in Bigfoot coming out of Blazers Motorsports. This will be his final race with Blazer Motorsports. They've had a falling out, but Blake was nice enough to let him keep the Bigfoot machine. As they come down the stretch now, two Fords are neck and neck. A little bit of lead goes to Chase across the semi-jump in the last jump there. Krista was right there, but didn't have enough. And we'll see Chase Moyes in Bigfoot in round two. Up next here now, it's your boy Shaggy coming out of Wichita, Kansas, and Gravedigger the Legend. Matt Cheever, the leader of the Sunflower Monster Truck crew, now set to take on Donald Price Jr. and Big Kahuna out of Corey Marvin's Chevy American Revolution race team. A Ford and a Chevrolet is lined up at the line now as they are set to go green here now. These two have faced each other several times. Down the stretch, they're pretty even up and over the semi-jump. Donald pulls the lead, and he is going to get it done over Matt Cheever and Gravedigger the Legend. Once the old Legend truck landed, it looked like it had a little bit of a problem, and Donald took advantage of it. Well, up next here now, that is Rudy Zilge in the Samson Chevrolet, the leader of Thick and Thin Racing out of Bonita Springs, Florida. Now set to take on Ethan Wagner coming out of Team 911 from Buffalo, New York with the 5-alarm machine. Ethan trying to get the truck down in, and Rudy has had nothing but hiccups since he got the win to kick off this season here. Let's see what they got now. Down the stretch, Rudy's got a big lead on Ethan up and over the semi-jump, and Rudy misses the second jump. And that's going to cost him the race as he did not at least get one tire on the ramp. And that means Ethan Wagner's going to advance. And she just watched her fiance lose. But now that's Savvy in the Brodozer out of Thick and Thin Racing. Now set to take on the leader of Team 911, Rich Wagner, and his Brush Crusher monster truck. As they are set and ready to go green now, Savannah trying to get the Brodozer machine down in. Rich is looking strong though. Down the stretch, Savannah's got a lead on him. Rich is in a little bit of trouble, and he can't come back on her. And Savannah is going to get the win over Rich Wagner here in round one. Rich on the trailer early. We'll see Savannah in round two action. Up next to the line now, out of Team 911, that is Jeffrey Skipper in his backup truck, the yellow 5-alarm, waiting on his new truck to come in to get set and racing, and he is set to go against Michael Harry out of Detroit, Michigan with the anger management. He went to see his therapist, and his therapist said, "You sound like you got some anger problems," and he put him behind the wheel of the anger management, and it's been getting better. Down the stretch, they're pretty even. Some big-time air by both trucks, and they both got a little bit out of shape there, but Jeffrey Skipper didn't cross the line, and Michael Harry is going to get the win. Well, up next out of the Sunflower Monster Truck crew, that is Nugget in the Zombie machine out of Wichita, Kansas, set to take on Corey Marvin out of Ontario, Canada, in the Northern Nightmare, the leader of Corey Marvin's Chevy American Revolution race team. These two have struggled a little bit this season. Let's see who's going to get the round one win here as Zombie takes on the Northern Nightmare. Down the stretch, Nugget's out of shape a little bit, but Corey's also out of shape, but he does cross the line, and it does get at least one tire on the second ramp, and he will be declared the winner. Well, up next, here's Justin Lamb in the Snakebite Treasure Hunt coming out of Boise, Idaho, and his opponent in the other lane is going to be Peanut out of Wichita, Kansas, in the Max D out of the Sunflower Monster Truck Crew race team. Peanut has been surprisingly struggling this season, Let's see if he's got something special here tonight, or is Justin Lamb going to continue to be consistent with this snake bite? Down the stretch, some nice air by Bo Truck's Peanuts right there, but he's not going to have enough to catch Justin Lamb. And Justin Lamb in the snake bite treasure hunt is going to be in round 2. Peanut on the trailer early yet again. Well, up next, here's Mike Lanford. Big Mike, they call him, in the Avenger Machine out of Corey Marvin's Chevy American Revolution race team. Set to take on old Hot Rod Steve Jones in the Virginia Giant out of Fredericksburg, Virginia. These two Virginia boys are ready to lay it down. One's in a Ford, one's in a Chevrolet. One claims the Chevrolets are better than the Fords, but he's driving a Ford. Let's see what he's got. Down the stretch, here they come. Up and over, Mike Lanford with some huge air, and that's going to cost him the race, as he went high and Steve went long and soaring in the Virginia Giant, and he's going to pick up the win over old Big Mike. Well, up next here in round 1, the owner of Blakester Motorsports, Blake Willis, and his Mohawk Warrior Fire, set to take on now his teammate, Joshua Wells, the Assassin in Blue Thunder out of Winchester, Kentucky. And Joshua Wells is also stepping away from Blakester's Motorsports. We're not sure if he's going to return the action, but we hope to see him out here again. Down the stretch, Blake's got a lead on his teammate for one last time, and he's going to get it done with some sick air over the semi-jump and a nice smooth-looking run from Blake Willis, as surprisingly enough, he picks up his first victory of the season right there with that round 1 victory. Joshua Wells on the trailer. We hope to see him back sometime soon. Well, up next, coming out of Colorado, that's Aaron Church in the Alien Invasion, now set to take on out of Team Walk the Plank Racing out of Slidell, Louisiana, Violet Craddock, and Monster Mutt Dalmatian Galaxy. Aaron Church really struggling this season with the Alien Invasion machine, has yet to get a win. Violet's getting used to her new ride. Let's see what they got. Down the stretch, she's got a lead on him, but Aaron's trying to come back on her. Looked like a little bit of contact, maybe a little bit of tire rubbing. A close finish down there, but Violet Craddock's going to hang on and get the victory over Aaron Church in Alien Invasion. Well, up next, now her father, Jason Craddock, the owner of Team Walk the Plank Racing in Snakebite, now set to take on my old buddy, Big Lewis Thompson IV out of Wichita, Kansas, with that beautiful pure muscle machine. You know, he's always a force to be reckoned with out here, but Jason Craddock says he's ready to stick his fangs into him. Let's see what they got. Down the stretch, Lewis has got a lead. Coming up and over the semi-jump, some huge air by Jason, and that's going to cost him the race win as Lewis Thompson puts down a bad fast pass and is going to pick up the round 1 victory. Well, up next out of Nashville, Tennessee, that's Raylan Mullins in the Whiplash Gears machine, now set to take on Aiden Johnson out of Welch, West Virginia in the Lumberjack. These two youngsters are ready to lay it down. Let's see what they got. One is solo, independent, and one's out of Get Schooled Racing with his father. Down the stretch they come. They look pretty even up and over the semi-jump. Aiden trying to come back on her, but he's not going to have enough in the end. And Raylan Mullins in the Whiplash Gears machine is going to pick up the victory. Coming to the line now, that is Keith Cromwell in the Crustacean, the Monster Lobster out of Lancaster, Pennsylvania, now set to take on Jordan Mullins in the Full Charge Corvette out of Nashville, Tennessee. She just watched her sister pick up a win, and she wants to do nothing more but the same. Let's see if she's got anything for old Keith Cromwell. As they come down the stretch, she's got a big lead on him, checking out on Keith, and Keith is not going to be able to catch up to her. She barely gets a tire on the second ramp, but she is going to pick up the victory over the Monster Lobster. We'll see her in round 2 action. Up next to the line now, that's Dirt Dog, old Chad Legit out of Clemson, South Carolina with the Tropical Thunder machine, now set to take on my buddy Rocket Man Mitch Brown out of Arnold, Missouri with the Bigfoot Trick Flow machine. Let's see who's going to pick up this round 1 win here as the Ford and Chevrolet is set to duke it out. Here they come down the stretch now. They look pretty even coming up and over the semi-jump. Mitch gains a little bit of a lead, and he's going to hold on to it as he's going to pick up the victory. And Chad Legit didn't get a tire on the jump anyway, and he is disqualified. Well, here to close out round 1 action, last week's winner, Ryan Johnson, the Wild Man and West Virginia Mountaineer, set to take on the Cowboy from Hell, the owner of Wild West Racing, Timothy Cantwell, in the Bounty Hunter machine. You know Ryan Johnson ain't going to hand you that flag. He's going to make you earn it. Let's see if Tim's got anything for him. And it doesn't look like it, as Ryan Johnson absolutely checks out on Tim in the Bounty Hunter. Problems for the Bounty Hunter machine. Look like they might have missed a shock adjustment or something, as he completely misses the second ramp and everything. And we'll see Wildman Ryan Johnson in round 2 action. Cowboy from Hell going on the trailer early. Not what he wanted, but nonetheless, he's on the trailer. Well, here we are, round 2 action. James Vaillancourt bringing back the Gesture machine to the line, set to take on Chase Moyes in the Bigfoot machine. Now, Chase leaving the Blakesters Motorsports, you know he'd love nothing more but to get a win for him before he gets gone, and that would be big for the team. Let's see if he's got anything for the old-timer, because you know he's always around. Here they come down the stretch now. They look pretty even up and over the semi-jumps. Some good-looking air by both of them. Chase Moyes getting a little squirrely down there at the finish, but nonetheless is going to pick up the victory over the old-timer. Well, up next now, Donald Price Jr. bringing the Big Kahuna Machine Chevrolet back to the line, set to take on Ethan Wagner in the 5-alarm machine. Now, remember, in round 1, Ethan actually technically lost to Rudy, but Rudy did not hit the second jump with at least one tire and was disqualified. Let's see if Ethan's got anything for Donald Price Jr. here. As you know, Donald's always fast. Down the stretch, he's got a big lead on Ethan. Ethan trying to come back, but he's not going to have enough, as he was right there, but just didn't quite have it. And Donald Price Jr. in the Big Kahuna Machine is moving on to round 3. Well, up next, here's Savannah in the Brodozer Machine. She got a big-time win over Rich Wagner in round 1. Now set to take on Michael Harry in Anger Management. Michael's still trying to make a name for himself out here. And Savannah, she actually is always pretty consistent. Let's see if she can keep it up against Michael. Down the stretch now, here they come. They look pretty even up and over the semi-jump. Michael gets a little out of shape, way out of shape, as he misses the second stack car jump there and is disqualified, but Savannah passed the line first anyway. Now up next, Corey Marvin bringing the Northern Nightmare Machine back to the line. Got a round 1 win. He's feeling good tonight, but you always got to watch out for old Justin Lamb in the Snakebite Treasure Hunt, because he's ready to stick his fangs into anybody he lines up next to. Let's see if Corey Marvin's got anything for him here tonight, as they are set and ready to go. Here they come down the stretch. Justin Lamb's got a big-time lead coming up and over. Look out! Justin Lamb is going to roll it end over end there, sticks it on the tailgate, and he's going to roll it backwards, couldn't hold on to it. He actually crossed the line first, but he didn't hit the jump, so Corey Marvin is going to be credited with the win. Up next, Hot Rod Steve Jones brings Virginia Giant back to the line, set to take on Blake Willis in the Mohawk Warrior Fire Machine. Blake Willis picking up his first victory of the season earlier in round 1. He wants to keep that hot streak going, but old Hot Rod Virginia Giant and Steve Jones, you know you can never count him out. Down the stretch, some big-time air by him. Blake actually gets into him a little bit with a little bit of tire rub, but that's not going to matter because Steve Jones is going to get it done in the Virginia Giant. Blake Willis on the trailer. Now next to the line, Violet Craddock bringing back the Monster Mutt Dalmatian Galaxy. Now set to take on Lewis Thompson IV in the Pure Muscle Machine. It's going to be a battle of the purple machines at the line. They're staged and ready. Only one purple is going to get it done. Will it be the classic Chevrolet or the dog? Let's see. Down the stretch, Lewis has got a lead on her. A smooth-looking pass, but look out. He's on 2 wheels, bicycling it, and he's up and over. But he does cross the line first, and hopefully he didn't hurt the truck too bad, and he'll be back for round 3 action. Up next to the line, it's going to be a battle of the sisters. Jeffrey Skipper looking at the line now thinking, oh, Lord, look at this. It's going to be Jordan Mullins and Raylan Mullins taking on each other. Whiplash Gears, the old Willys truck taking on the full charge custom Corvette. Let's see. Down the stretch, both sisters are pretty even coming up and over the semi-jump. And Raylan Mullins with a little bit of a cutoff move. Got into her a little bit of tire rub between the sisters. And Raylan Mullins is going to pick up the win over her older sister, Jordan. Up next at the line now, that is Mitch Brown and Bigfoot Trick Flow, now set to take on Wildman Ryan Johnson and West Virginia Mountaineer. These two are bitter rivals. They hate each other on the track, but got each other's back off the track. Let's see what it's going to come down to. As two Fords are set to duke it out. Down the stretch, they are dead even up and over the semi-jump. Some big-time air by Mitch. He goes a little too high, and Ryan kept it low, and that is going to allow Ryan to get the win. We'll see Ryan in round 3 action. He's holding on to that checkered flag here tonight. Can he keep it all the way to the end? Well, folks, here we are with round 3 action. Chase Moyes bringing the Bigfoot machine to the line, set to take on Donald Price Jr. in the Big Kahuna. Always classic Ford Chevrolet battle. One for Blaster's Motorsports, the others for Corey Marvin's Chevy American Revolution race team. Let's see who can get it done. They've been bad fast all night. Here they come down the stretch. Chase has got a lead on Donald. Donald's going to try to play catch up. They both get a little out of shape. Chase kind of forced Donald over a little bit. Can't help it though. The trucks get a little squirrely and they're giving it all it's got out here. And Chase Moyes picks up the victory. Up next at the line now, Savannah bringing the Brodozer machine back to the line. She's looked good all night long. Let's see if she's got anything left in the tank for Corey Marvin and Northern Nightmare. He barely got away with the victory. The snake tried to bite him last round, but just missed him. Let's see if he can take advantage of it here as he's set to take on Savannah and Brodozer. Down the stretch, Savannah's got a big lead on him. He's trying to come back, but he's not going to have anything for her. And Savannah is going to pick up the victory over Corey Marvin and Northern Nightmare. Corey going on the trailer. We'll see Savannah in semifinals action. Up next to the line now, Steve Jones bringing the Virginia Giant Ford back to the line. He's looked dialed in here tonight, but so has this man, Lewis Thompson IV and Pure Muscle. Two of the fastest trucks out here on the Outlaw circuit and two of the most veteran drivers out here. They haven't faced each other much before, but here we go now down the stretch. Lewis has got a lead on Steve. Steve trying to come back. A little bit of tire rub getting into him. Steve roughing him up a little bit, but Lewis Thompson is still going to get the victory over Steve Jones and the Virginia Giant. A good race, and we'll see Lewis Thompson back. Here to close out round 3 action, Raylan Mullins in the Whiplash Gears machine. She has looked good here tonight, but now she's got her hands full because that's Ryan Johnson in the West Virginia Mountaineer. You know he wants to get back to the finals and keep a hold of that checkered flag. Can Raylan Mullins get an upset here, though? Let's see if she's got anything for him. Down the stretch they come. Wildman's got a lead on her, but Raylan's right there. You can't count her out yet. Oh, my goodness, across the line. What an amazingly close race. Oh, my goodness, I don't know who got the win there. Let's go take a look at the photo finish. And Wildman Ryan Johnson's going to barely, and I mean barely, hang on for the win. What a race and a good effort by Raylan Mullins. Here we are with semifinal action, though. Chase Moyes and Bigfoot back at the line. Now set to take on Savannah and Brodozer. You can hear Rudy on the sidelines up here from the booth just yelling for his fiance to win. But Chase Moyes has been dialed in all night. Let's see who's going to get it. Down the stretch, he's got a lead on her. Up and over the semi-jump, some big-time air by both trucks, and across the line. It's a close race. Oh, my goodness. We're going to have to take a look at another photo finish there to see. And Chase Moyes and Bigfoot's going to barely hang on. A very good effort by Savannah. Chase Moyes is in the finals. Now, who's going to join him? Is it going to be Lewis Thompson, the Pure Muscle Machine? Or will it be last week's winner, Ryan Johnson in the West Virginia Mountaineer? Will it be a 2 Ford battle or a Ford and Chevrolet battle? We'll find out. But right now it is a Ford Chevrolet battle. And remember, last week, Ryan beat Lewis to get the flag. Does Lewis get revenge? Here they come down the stretch. A close race across the semi-stack. Ryan got out of shape, and Lewis Thompson is going to get revenge and get it done over Ryan Johnston. That means the finals is set. It's going to be Chase Moyes and Bigfoot. His last race with Blaster Motorsports taking on Lewis Thompson IV in the Pure Muscle Machine. Lewis, he is actually the owner of LT4 Trucks Must Soar. Doesn't have any drivers right now, though, and Chase Moyes would love to go out on top with his last race with Blaster Motorsports. Who wants it more here tonight? Is it going to be the Ford Bigfoot or the Chevrolet Pure Muscle? We're about to find out right now. As they come down the stretch, they look pretty even. Up and over the semi. Whoa, look out. Lewis Thompson, end over end, crosses the line. Chase Moyes slams it on the tailgate and does not cross the line. And folks, we're not sure what to do here. The Outlaw track crew is checking over the results here as Lewis Thompson crossed the line, but he did not get at least one tire on the second ramp, and Chase Moyes was shut down by the switch in the back. And folks, that is confirmed, as Lewis Thompson did not get at least one tire on the second car stack. He is disqualified, and Chase Moyes and Bigfoot is going to be your winner here tonight, guys. A huge congratulations goes out to Chase Moyes and Bigfoot on picking up your first Outlaw victory. Now we're going to get over here and look at the points. As you look at the top 8, Donald Price Jr. is tied down there in 7th and 8th place with Chad Legit and Tropical Thunder. Ryan Johnson hanging on to the top spot with West Virginia Mountaineer. Then you look at the top 16 here. Rudy Zilligy trying to come back. And then let's see, taking a look at the lower half of the bracket, you see Mitch Brown and Bigfoot, Krista Robertson, Scarlet Bandit, Raylan Mullins, all trying to get into the top 16, and then it's all locked in at the very bottom. Aaron Church holding the gate closed with 50 and a tie with 53s everywhere. Folks, I hope you enjoyed this episode. Thank you for all the support and all the comments and all the likes. Be sure, if you haven't already, shoot that subscribe button, and I appreciate all you guys. We'll see you in the next video. Peace.